Hey gearheads, welcome back to BZB TV. This is Nate back here from the tech support team bringing you another video from the Fox Den. I'm going to be going over how to set up your BG Commander Junior joystick. This is a great joystick for on the go. It supports IP, PoE. It's very lightweight, so you can carry it around if you're like doing a mobile studio or you're working at a church, or if you want to, if you're out in the field, whatever it may be, this is the unit for you. It can control up to 5 cameras, and it's really easy to set up. And so today we're just going to go over how to set up your Commander Junior and how to add multiple cameras, whether you have 1, 2, 3, or 4. As you can see, we have 4 different types of our cameras here, and this unit talks to them very well. We added one of our video switchers, our HD VSU 42U video switcher, so you can see all 4 cameras on our monitor there, so you can see them move, zoom in out, and that kind of thing. So first thing is the cameras are all powered over PoE as well as our joystick, and they're plugged into a network switch. They're all in the same switch so they can talk together. All these cameras have been networked already to 192.168.30 subnet, and they all have different addresses. And what's great about the Commander Junior is you don't have to set up the IP of this. It'll actually, whatever camera you talk to, it'll match its gateway. It'll match its IP. So other joysticks, we had to set this on DHCP or set a static IP. This will actually automatically match your camera, so it makes it very easy for setup. Let's go ahead and start adding some cameras and go over some of the settings in the Commander Junior. So first thing, as you can see when you plug it in, it shows you all your main, your camera, your IP, the main ports, all your default settings. So to access the menu, you just got to hold the menu down for a couple seconds. This will pull up your main menu. You got system setting, comm setting, Ethernet setting, password setting. So I'm just going to go over briefly the system setting. As you can see, you can set the language, the LED brightness, standby, itself IP. It's defaulted to 192.168.588. So since a lot of our cameras have the default IP address of 192.168.5.163, we designed this Commander Junior to have that similar IP scheme to match it right out of the box. And you can see the port, the Visca port there is already in there. There's different modes. You can do preset mode. You can have up to 5 or 10 presets per camera. And then there's a factory default and then all your details. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come back to comm setting. One of my favorite features of the Commander Junior is the IP search. So if you have all your cameras on the same network, already networked to your local network and everything's talking already, you can just do a search and then you could pick out all the IP addresses of each camera and you could assign it to camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So there's no actually really enter button on this, so if you want to select a setting, you just toggle to the right. So you're going to go to Ethernet setting, and then you see down below option number 4 is IP camera search. So I'm going to hit that, and it's going to searching, and boom, there's all 4 of my cameras on the network. We have our Adamo 4K, Adamo Junior, our BG VPDZ, and our BG UPDZ, and this joystick supports them all. So just knowing, I know which one's which. This is my Junior. Actually, I'm going to make this camera 2, so I'm just going to toggle down camera 2. The 154 is going to be my Adamo 4K. That's camera 1. And then the 186 is my VPDZ. That's camera 3. And then 163 is our UPDZ, which is going to be camera 4. So I'm going to do camera 4 and then just toggle to the right to select that. So look at that, how easy that is. I just assigned 4 different cameras to 4 different cam spots on the joystick. You can also add each IP to each camera, but this is a lot easier way. So I'm going to go back by hitting the menu button. And then I'm going to go through and select, so you can see that camera 1, the correct settings is, since it's my Adamo 4K, that is the right IP address and the right port number. Most of our cameras have the Visca port of 1259, except for our BG VPDZ that has a different Visca port number of the 52381. So I'm going to go in and change that because this defaults to the 1259. So channel 2, which is camera 2, is our other one, our Adamo Junior, which is coming out shortly here, the next quarter or so, probably out by the summer, but we have one of them here that we can show you. All right, so camera 3 is good. Actually, that is, I'm gonna change this now to 5 to 3. And since there's no 8 right here, that you can see there's small buttons at the top here to add numbers above 5, 5, 2, 3, 8, 1. And then it automatically selects. And then I'm gonna go up to camera 4. And then that is our UPDZ, and we are good to go. All right, now that we added the cameras to the joystick, we also want to apply the correct brand model settings. We designed this to have the BG UPDZ settings, the BG Adamo 4K and Junior settings, as well as the BG VPDZ settings. When I say settings, I'm talking about the values of exposure, brightness, iris. It automatically syncs up to each one. So I'm gonna go up to option number 2, go to COM setting. And then this is my first camera. Address is 1, baud rate is 9600, that's correct. Protocol, you can leave all of them at Sony Visca, and then you can select your brand, which is BZBGEAR, that is us, and the model, which is Adamo 4K. So this one's perfectly set up. All right, camera 2, I am gonna go down to change the model. This is our Adamo Junior, and then toggle to the right to confirm. Camera 3 is our VPDZ, so there's our VPDZ series right there. And then I'm gonna go to camera 4, and this is gonna be our BG UPDZ settings. So I'm gonna hit menu, and I'm gonna go back, and now we're on our main page. So as you can see, camera 1 selected, and this guy should be moving. Yep, there it goes. There's our Adamo 4K that is moving back and forth. And then camera 2 should be our, oh, I gotta hit it harder. There is our Adamo Junior, there is Flo, enjoying me talking. And then camera 3 is our VPDZ. As you can see, it is moving up here. Just moving back and forth in our studio here. And then camera 4 is our, put it up right there, is our UPDZ. So that's how easy it is to add the cameras and select the correct camera models. And so now going through some other settings here, we went to the menu. Now we got our AE mode, which is our exposure. So you can select your camera. So for instance, we're gonna do our Adamo 4K as example. I'm not gonna go through all of them. Just you can adjust the, like I said, the brightness, the exposure, the shutter, even the values of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that up on our screen here. As you can see, I can go ahead and hit the AE mode, and on the left side, you have multiple options. You can adjust the shutter. As you can see, the shutter is adjusting. As I turn it to the right, you can see it is closing, getting darker, or this is in the manual mode, and I can see I am opening the iris now and closing it. You can have a lot of, and it shows you the value on the screen, which is a great feature. And then if I just want to go through and adjust the shutter, I can do that on the next setting. That's just adjusting the shutter. It's called shutter priority. Next one is iris. Just keep hitting the AE mode. It goes through manual, iris, brightness, and then manual, iris, brightness, and shutter. And so you can see it's brightened up a little bit. Now I'm gonna go back to auto, and it goes back to our auto exposure. Now I'm gonna go into the white balance mode, the WB mode. That will trigger the white balance mode, and you can go to auto. You're gonna go to one push. So if you have so one push here is you have to actually set it up in the interface of the camera with the white card. And this on here, it's just accessing the one push that you set up before. This is not gonna set the white balance for you, but it's gonna access that setting. So if you preset it in like the interface or the menu of the camera, by selecting that, it'll go back to that white that was already pre-selected. And then you have your different color temperatures you can cycle through. As you can see, it's turning blue. Oh, we got our slider here. That's why it was cut off. And you can see I am going through toggling through all the different white balance color temperatures. It goes from blue, and you get the idea. And then you can adjust your reds, and then your blues. There's a lot of See how it's getting really blue? A lot of options here if you want to adjust your reds and blues if you want to get really specific. And then now back to auto, and then give it a second, it'll go back to your white balance mode. So that's how you adjust your video parameters, your exposure, and your white balance just with the joystick. So as you can see, there are 5 presets. You can also do 10 if you need to, but today we're just going to go over 5. We're not going to do them all, but to set a preset, just hold the number down you want. So I'm holding number 1. It says set preset. And then once it goes away on the screen, that means it's set. And then just do a short tap to go back to that preset. Boom. So long press to set it, short press to recall. And then I'm gonna make a second one, hold preset 2, and then tap, and tap preset 2. There you go. That's how easy it is. Hold and tap. And one thing to know with preset speed, you actually have to set the preset speed within the menu of the camera. You can adjust the speed of the live action of the camera, but if you're looking to adjust when you recall a preset, you have to actually do it in the menu of the camera itself. You can set that to a default setting if you'd like. And then lastly, you can zoom in and zoom out with the toggle switch here. Really easy. And then you see there's a knob over here that says PTZ speed, and that is right, that is for adjusting the speed for the PTZ. You guessed it. You got 1 through 7, so if I want to go really slow, I'm at 1. You can see it's moving really slow. Or I can go 7 where it goes a lot faster. And it applies to the zoom as well. Zoom in and zoom in out. And then you have your focus. So if let's say I'm going to focus on, let's see here, if I want to focus on part of our, it's auto-focusing right now, so you can see that, but if I want to manual focus that, I can do that with the knob on here. If you want to adjust the manual focus, you can hit opt, which is like a one push focus, or just hit auto and it'll adjust to that. And then a major thing is if you want to go back to the home position, there's an FN/home button. Just hold the home button and boom. And there you have it. So as you can see, this has a lot of features and it's powered pack and it's compact as well. You can do a lot, add multiple cameras. As you see, we can control 4 cameras, adjust the iris, the shutter, the exposure, the white balance, autofocusing, manual focusing. This is great for on the go. It's PoE. There's no web interface or anything, but it setup is really easy with that IP search. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. Reach out to any of our sales associates. You can hit us up at tech support. We're here to answer any of your questions or help you along the way as you're diving in. Hopefully this video was helpful. I know I went over a lot, but that's how it just shows how much this joystick can offer. And once you dive in, it's actually really simple. And then you can always leave any comments or questions below this video as well, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And don't forget to like and subscribe to videos like these so you'll be notified when more videos like these come out. And as always, have a great day.